All right, we live. We in this motherfucker. Check one, check two, check one, check two.
Check two, check three, check four, check five, check six.
Live in the motherfucking building, man. Y'all boys ready to get to it?
Let's do it.
All right, so shit, we got all these motherfucking bottles and shit. Guess we pull all them bitches together. Can't even. There's so many bottles you can't even see them all in the chat. And damn, do a lot of drinking. All right, so we in here. If you're just now checking in, man, this is the motherfucking happy hour, dog. Beards Bourbon Whiskey podcast, man. Everybody loves BBW, man.
Everybody.
You already know that. So this is the thing, dog. If you hit to us, then you know that we do a happy hour every month. All right, this is when we start recording all our podcasts. We record a few episodes and then we go on live and talk shit. So we've been drinking a lot of drink.
A lot of drink
this time. So never know what this conversation is gonna be like. But we in here, so let's get to it. You know how we get started, man. Got my man Angry Principal in the building.
What's up?
Got my man Bo holding it down.
I say.
And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. We got a little shit to talk. It's a lot of shit going on.
A lot of shit going on.
It's been a lot of shit going on since the last time we talked, but it's even more shit going on recently, dog. So where do we want to start? We talked about a lot of shit off camera, dog. I want to start with the motherfucking parents of the school shooters, shooter rather, in Michigan, right? So let's talk about that. So then they got
Agree?
No, Oxford.
Oxford, yes, Oxford. So yeah, let's talk about that. They got some shit. They got penalized basically for kind of. I want to say
He
about
said
that.
it was crazy.
Buying the gun,
Like everything.
how to shoot the gun, have access to the gun, not heeding the warnings of everybody saying something's going on with your son,
So that's what I want to say. So
not paying attention to your child,
I give you
not
that.
spending time with your child other than shooting a damn gun,
Okay.
just being just general degenerates in general.
Yeah, that's how you feel.
They deserve
That's how
to
you
be in
feel. That's how you feel. As an angry principal.
You raised a murderer.
Now the beginning part of it though.
They still raised a murderer.
But the beginning part of it though, like what you were saying, I don't want to take away from that because I do feel like, especially in the black community, I think we owe it to ourselves to teach our kids how to use firearms. Like so, I'm not against that first part.
No. Well, when they show.
When you know that there's something wrong.
Exactly.
Shit. I missed the first part though. So Angry Principal making his face. Y'all can't see him
No,
because y'all camera.
I don't have a problem with you shooting with your child.
Right.
I got a problem with making that gun available to your child whenever they want to go grab it.
I got you.
That's what I got a problem.
That's a close one too, though. It's a close one,
Child. I'm not talking about
child. Yeah, okay.
I'm not talking about an adult child. Or
I got you.
I'm talking about a child.
Child.
13.
Yeah. Okay.
You shouldn't have access to the gun.
But hear me out. I'm just saying, if that 13-year-old child is the one that's going to save the family's life, you need to know where to go get that motherfucker at, dog. That's all I'm saying.
I mean,
so I don't know.
Be smart about it, right? It access with some stipulations and shit, right?
Yeah.
It's like, if I'm unable to protect the house, I want my kid to be able to do so, but right, I'm not just going to be just freely have this weapon available to them at any time. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a bitch like it was his lunch.
Right. Like at 12 to 13, I know it's
right. This lunch.
Yeah.
So no, you shouldn't have that kind of access.
I feel.
No. But like, I'm very pro gun. Y'all know that. But like,
sure. Positively.
But you got to be smart about this shit, right? I also don't keep all my guns out in the open for this. Motherfuckers just
right.
Shit, them bitches is locked up when I'm not using them and shit,
for
right?
Sure.
Now, it's like something happened to me, then the other minor that is in my house has instructions on what to do,
right?
In an emergency, right?
Right.
But even then, it's several layers of security that he got to go through to access the and shit, right?
And just
it's freely available to him.
No, I got you. No, for sure. And
I forgot my sandwich. Then got his gun too. No, you shouldn't have that kind of access.
Now, do you look at it differently because you are angry principal? Do you?
Hell yeah. Because I'm the fucking motherfucker you gonna shoot.
Oddly enough, though, and not to make light of any of the situations, but oddly enough, like the principals haven't gotten shot in any of these instances, as far as I know. I'm just saying.
In my world, I'd be the first one.
The problem with it is it's too easy to prevent, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm speaking on the situation that happened in Oxford and shit, right? Because I mean, even right now, I'm here. My guns are at home, but I can open up my phone right here to a camera that is focused on my guns and shit, and I get an alert every time my fucking safe is open and shit. You know?
Okay.
So if I don't open it, I gotta say, hey, what the fuck is going on? So like, you gotta have some safes, you know.
Right.
Even that's because you care. You actually care what happens with that home.
There's a lot of people that
those two parents didn't care what happened with their gun.
Yeah, no, that's shit crazy. And I like obviously any kind of whatever penalty they get, I think is deserving, and they probably won't get the penalties that we think they should. But I think any penalties are deserving. Now, I think earlier too, off camera, I mentioned about some of the some of the school staff and stuff being complicit in some of this, and I know that a lot of that's probably go out the window, but I guess as a school administrator or a school employee, I guess there's only so much you can do until like this really is this parent's kid. Like it's not my kid. If I give you all the shit that you need, like, hey, he's not doing this. You need to get this. Like he's unstable. Like I'm doing all I can do. Like I guess at the end of the day, what else is it for the school to do? Like at some point, the parents like you got to be fucking parents.
The only thing that the school that I know is, and this is me just hearing from the news.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that the school screwed up on is they didn't require the parents to send them home, to take them home and take them to the hospital, and not let them back in until they got a clearance from the
some
hospital.
kind of clearance. Yeah.
Something that's just standard of what you do. That's the only thing that I can see that the school did wrong.
Yeah,
they brought it to the parents' attention. They brought him in. They showed him the proof. They showed him the evidence of what he was saying. And they told him to take him on home. No, we're gonna let him stay in school. And then he wound up shooting.
So here's my question too, and I'm really asking this because I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know that they said like during these trials for the parents that one of the counselors or two of the counselors, how many ever it was, like they really felt strongly that some shit was about to happen, right? So if the parents don't agree to whatever that suggestion is, like what else can you do? Yeah, what's their recourse?
I still have a right to say your child cannot be here until I get clearance from the hospital saying that they're okay.
Yeah.
Have that right as an administrator. Say, no, I'm not taking any chances. Your child's talking about killing people. Take them to the hospital right now.
And that's my only gripe. Like, I kind of wish those counselors would have pushed more. You know what I mean?
No, for
like,
sure.
Push more. Like, I get it. They might have got scared because, like, they got pushed back from the parents and shit. And, like, in today's society, like, I get it,
Push back.
Yeah.
I'd rather err on the side of caution and everybody be safe.
Yeah.
And parents just mad at you. I'll take the complaint. Go to the board. Complain about me sending your child to school. That's fine. They're afraid of that. They're afraid of that. Because you're worried about everybody's safety, not just that child. So that's the only thing that the school did wrong. Yeah. And in actuality, they probably didn't run it up the food chain in the building so that the APs or the principal knew about it. They just handled it in the counseling office.
I got you.
So
okay.
that's probably those
how the ball got dropped.
That's probably what happened. That's just me only hearing from the news, not knowing all the details. But you have to, once you identify somebody like that, take them to the hospital right here. They cannot come back until I get clearance that they're okay.
For sure. Now, it's a couple of things that comes out of that. Obviously, I think that we all as onlookers definitely feel like justice was served by them, being penalized for their part in it. But also, from a legal standpoint, like it sets a precedence. So now, like you parents can't be out in motherfuckers. Yeah. I feel like your kids out here doing any fucking thing, and you clear charges. So like that precedence has been set, and I think that's a thing. You definitely got something to say.
No, what the husband felt like when the wife drove that bus over him a couple times. And she sold him out. She sold him out, backed up the bus, ran over him again, backed it up again, ran over him again. She kept putting the blame on the husband. I just wonder how he was feeling, what he was thinking, what he wanted to say. I would have loved to hear what he thought at that moment when he heard his wife put all the blame on him.
Right.
I would love to see that.
Tell like that's why I'm gonna secretary, bitch. Shout out to Chef checking in. What up, though? Chef Fred Wilson. What up, though? Nigga want to check it in. No, shout out to my little nigga TJ. He lying. He said TJ had 15 points and 17 boards. Oh, that's down. Well, first of all, he telling me all this because I didn't make it to the game this morning. I said, this is what your ass up and went to the game. No, so that's the thing. I forgot. And I got real fucked up yesterday at the cigar bar and shit. Accountability. And somebody weak ass parent didn't even remind me this morning. You see this? I'm just trying to shift away down here. I'm avoiding accountability. Yes, I am. Yes. Because he's the parent. It's the parent and the friend of a he knows that have no responsibility. But you're the godfather, right? But he the parent, but you're the godfather. But you're the godfather. He know that I'm reckless. So you're right, brother. You're right, bro. And I invited Monk out to the cigar bar last night, so he know I was fucked up. But that nigga knew. So I was like, hey, my kid got a game tomorrow. Like, no, he was just at work. That's what it is. Now he knew I was out, so he knew this morning he was supposed to remind me and shit, dog. And he told you. I'm avoiding fucking accountability, obviously, nigga. And that's okay. Shout out to my nigga though. Shout out to my nigga though. I heard doing big things and shit, dog. Shout out to my nigga TJ. Ron again. How many points on what? Hold on, let's go back to that. 5 blocks, I think. The whole gang is just 17, nigga. 17? Yeah, 17 boards and 5 blocks. Shout out to my dog. And not only that is he a great athlete, this motherfucker a scholar though. Shout out to my little nigga dog. Like this my godson and shit. But he obviously didn't get no smart from me and shit. Cause that nigga smart. Like dog, we sat there one day, and this is all off the subject. We sat there one day, dog. He's schooling me on alkaline levels and water and shit, dog. Like schooling me though. Like and I balance that shit. So I'm thinking he bullshit. So I'm googling shit as he telling me. Like, damn, this nigga really know this. So shout out to dog, man. That's my man. He doing his thing and shit, dog. He told me the game was at 12. Nigga, mind me, dog. I do a lot of edibles and shit. I do a lot of other shit. And then last night was like, I ain't making no excuses, man. I'm just not accountable, nigga. I begged you niggas at the beginning not to make me the guy. You know what though? I'm gonna be better, dog. 2024. This is my year to be a better god, daddy, dog. Because I don't want my nigga out here shooting up schools.
So what were we talking about again?
140 people dead. Yeah, I'm talking about a whole lot of excuses. You know what, dog? I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm sorry, dog. I apologize for missing the game this morning. Tell TJ I love him. And you know what, nigga? I love you too, dog.
That's that foolproof.
No diddy.
T90 proof.
That's foolproof. We got killed in Rush. Just a moment ago, we thought it was 40. And I thought 40 was a lot. When he said 30, I was like, God damn. When he came back with, that's crazy. It's crazy. But what's even crazier about it is that a lot of that shit is probably politically motivated. Like shit might not even be like real in real life.
Shit said that Islamic State took credit for it, right? It just made me wonder because Ukraine came out right away and was like, no, we ain't had nothing to do with this shit.
Right.
So I'm like, I don't know. We all know how fucked up shit be.
For sure.
So
especially when it comes to USA.
Let's say Ukraine was involved. Putin, the ultimate terrorist. He just bombing people just because he wants some more land.
Yeah.
So they shot back at your people. Yeah. Now it's hearts and minds. Yeah. They trying to, if it is Ukraine, then they trying to get people more up to date on what's actually happening over in Ukraine. So they kind of made this bad. You got to deal with it, but at the same time, you feel for the people that get caught in the
it's
middle.
over 100 miles, dog. That's crazy.
But you got a war going on.
Yeah.
A whole lot of Ukrainians. I know that people are going to try to blame it on Ukraine just because of the war that's going on. There's a lot of people getting killed right now. So I don't know who did it. Islamic State is saying that they did it. They're taking credit for it, which they normally don't take credit for something. If they ain't do it, they don't take credit for it.
I ain't gonna say that though, because sometimes And the only reason I say that because like they could be taking credit for it because of their own agenda. Like, all right, this works for us.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, man, this is.
So when it comes to politics and war and violence, I don't know what the fuck is happening.
Because all this shit is connected, man. Like
all that shit is connected.
The
bro.
shit going on in Gaza and Palestine, Israel, all that shit is connected. All this shit is it may be that shit happened to take.
But remember, that's the same kind
away from that.
That's the same kind of attack that started this whole Gaza thing.
Yeah.
They went to a concert, started shooting up. So
damn, true that.
So maybe niggas shouldn't be going to concerts nowadays. Huh?
Damn, that's crazy.
I don't know.
Damn, there's a couple of concerts I wanted to go to. I don't know. I might stay at the crib and shit.
But right now, that's the playbook, unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately. Shout out to V, man. V checking in. What up, though? V's mobile bar. Oh, happy birthday and shit too, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Birthday was the other day and shit. Shout out to young V. Yeah, but that shit right there. When it come to politics, bro, it's like no matter how many documentaries I look at, no matter how many books I read, no matter how much shit I watch, it's just like you just never fucking know. Like
crazy shit going.
What's the crazy shit going? Like you can't really put a finger on shit. Everything is crazy that everything you think is real probably ain't. You know what I'm saying? Or it's just it's smoke and mirrors. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. It's fucked up for 130 motherfuckers to die. 140 motherfuckers to die and shit over somebody's plot. Just like this ain't.
They just trying to listen to some music.
God, that's it. I don't even want to go all into that shit. I mean, like, could you imagine though being at a fucking venue, like just enjoying yourself, like literally, nigga, New Year's Eve, I'm at the Fox Theater and shit, watching Charlie Wilson like turned up like a motherfucking dog. Nigga just coming at me, it's like, fix they Charlie, like nigga, what? I'm cracking jokes, but like in real life, you just trying to enjoy your fucking life, nigga. And at the end of the day, it's some puppet masters somewhere pulling some strings, trying to make shit work, and you just a pawn.
And that's what it is. Like,
nigga, that's fucked up.
Nothing about the people nowhere, right?
At all, bro.
So I don't ever really get behind all this patriotic shit and all that. And, you know, at one point I did. I was born to watch and shit, you know, and nigga was in the army, you know, doing this patriotic duty and shit, right?
Right.
Then things started to happen. Then slowly you start to put two and two together and shit.
See what's what.
And you see what's what, and you're like, damn, that shit's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
And, you know, some people say, you know, you crazy for believing certain shit. They're like, you look like it because you can't prove it, but you know that shit is
happening. Yeah.
You see. And, you know, regular folks that haven't been involved in any politics, military action, or anything like that, you know, it's kind of like, it's kind of like they got these imaginary blinders on. Like, they don't know they're there.
Yeah.
Right? But it's all this going on. And it's all the shit is just keeping you distracted or just feeding you false information from that shit. You know?
For sure. No, that's real shit.
False information, you know, shit that's just almost true. True enough to keep you scared, to keep you believing what the fuck we telling you and shit.
There you go.
You know?
True enough. That really explains it right there. I mean, we're talking about a place where and I don't want to get all into conspiracy theories and shit, but you talking about a place where still there are moments missing from the JFK assassination tape. Like, really missing. Like, the tape has been taken. Like, nigga, what? Like, how is that possible, nigga? Like, how is it missing frames?
So we get into conspiracy theories and shit now, right?
I'm just saying.
JFK shit. Like, you know, even old boy Trump was like, you know, because, you know, when he was running in 2016 against Hillary, you know, he's like, yeah, I'm going to release what happened and this and that, blah, blah, blah. And then a couple of years later, it was like, hey, man, like, y'all niggas really knew it.
Right.
You couldn't release that shit either. Shit, it is. So it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
you trying to really want to know, for sure. That shit crazy. Like, there are literally, for niggas who ain't hip to that, like, there are literally frames missing from the video. So no matter how much research you do, you never gonna really find out what happened. But
there's no bits and pieces. Bits and pieces shit together.
That shit is crazy.
And not like, you can put shit together, but not actually prove it. You know?
Because otherwise, you putting that shit together, it's just a theory. You can't put no facts behind it. It's like, nigga, you just crazy. You know what I'm saying? So that shit wild. And I said all this shit too, right? So I got an old dude on my plantation that I work at, and we was having conversations about this, and old white dude, right? So we having conversations about this, and it's funny sometimes to see how sometimes the ideology does cross racial boundaries and shit. It does, like, but they'll have you thinking that everybody think different from you and shit, and that's why it's like you really have to have your own relationship with people before you let the fucking government and the press tell you how to think about somebody. I just want to say that part because a lot of times, like, they'll make you feel or think some way about a motherfucker and tell you that they thinking a certain way about you, and it ain't even fucking true.
True.
Now, again, this ain't gonna be for all white people. Some of you motherfuckers, is, you know what I'm saying? You know what y'all are. Y'all are. But like, for the most part, if you present niggas with the truth, we'll all agree. Like, you know, at some point, for the most part. Like, no matter what culture you from, what religion you from, if you get presented with the truth, I think we'll be on the same page.
Because,
you don't think so?
I mean, I look at the whole MAGA movement. Like, and I'm not saying there's something wrong if you want to vote for Trump, right? Like, if
no, we talking about ISIS.
Politically, if that's what you really believe, okay, that's great. But like, some of these ultra super right wing MAGA folks are like, this is really a cult. Like, you can present them with truth, with facts,
and they don't give a fuck.
And they don't give a fuck.
We watched January 6th. We watched them storm the Capitol. They said it was a tourist event.
Wow.
They literally are framing it as if it was just a normal day at the Capitol. Nice tourist event. Everybody was walking in line and nothing happened.
These niggas literally stormed the Capitol.
We have video evidence. Nah, you didn't see that.
So, literally stormed the Capitol, nigga.
Yeah.
Police got shot. Like, this literally happened.
Another woman dead. Dead. She was trying to get into the Capitol. And
the last president talking about, yeah, you should go vote your rights and go in the right.
I'm not telling you.
I'm over here though. Right. Over here for real, but like I ain't incite y'all niggas.
But and again, one proof that you need that you was just a motherfucking pawn.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas can do that shit. I'm like, but y'all niggas gonna do that shit.
Got long there. Y'all know that shit. That shit wild to me. And again, so this is kind of a segue. I don't know if y'all niggas seen this shit though. Did y'all watch Candace Owens on the Breakfast Club?
I did. So hold on, before you get into that, real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick, because this is about her too.
Okay.
You see, she got fired.
I just saw that
because
I didn't get hit to it, but I just saw it like this morning.
She got fired for anti-Semitism because she said it was a genocide going on in Gaza, right?
Okay.
So she confused the fuck out of me, right? Like, because either her political views are just that convoluted, you know, where and I guess they really can be.
They can be.
Believe in all kinds of different shit,
for
right?
Sure.
But it's just that was like her base, right? You know, and that was like her foundation. And now that shit's gone.
Yeah.
So what happens to her? Where does she go? Right?
What is she gonna do?
What is she gonna do? I'm curious what's gonna happen in the future. Where
I wonder too.
I don't really give a fuck about shit like that. But
she found a way to make money, and they went too far, and they snatched it away from her.
Yeah.
She probably doesn't even believe half the shit she says.
So I'm curious.
Make some money. What you say, I think we all right there. We all agree with you on that. Now back to what you saying. Now what though?
What's
right?
She gonna do now?
Like you say, now what? Right?
What?
What you gonna do now? Exactly. And I'm not gonna say it's a fake base because maybe she really believe that shit, like you said. But like now, what you gonna do since that support is gone? You know what? I'm gonna give you one even better. Now what is she gonna do?
It's not even that she said something that's untrue.
Right.
Because they literally are wiping out the entire area. They even bombing relief lines.
Right.
So it's not that she told a lie.
Right.
She didn't say what they wanted her to say. They didn't want her to go there. She went there. Yeah. And so now she's paying for it.
And I think more importantly, though, I ain't gonna say more importantly, but kind of as important to me anyway. What we gonna do with her?
Nothing. I didn't know she got fired because I don't pay attention to her.
I just found like literally like, on a whim. I think I seen it on IG, but like what? And what are we gonna do with her?
So I feel you. I really do. But I do pay attention to her because fundamentally, I know she's a very intelligent person, right? And you can look.
And
I think
some shit, I'll be on page with her ass. I ain't gonna lie. And then she say some shit. I'll be like, "Bitch, you crazy?"
Right? Exactly.
Crazy.
She
Like
got enough craziness in there that negates everything else that she said that might have been intelligent.
Yeah. My nigga Ricky Steamboat checking in. What up, though?
Ricky the Dragon.
You know what I'm saying? Dre checking in. What up, though? Gigi checking in. What up, though? Yeah. Yo, that's I'm curious what we gonna do with it though. And for me, trust me, I think for me, I'm speaking probably totally from a popular media standpoint. What are we gonna do with her? And the only reason I say that is because even though what she says isn't always important,
Man, they get to the
what she says might not always be important, but like political pundits and people in the media, they persuade niggas' popular opinion.
Yeah.
They persuade actions. That's what they get paid to do. That's what they do. The same do.
Anyway, we ain't doing nothing with Benjamin Carson. We ain't gonna do nothing with her. She just lays on their own.
One nigga call him Benjamin, so that's like the real. Like,
they don't do nothing with him. They don't do nothing with him. Just let him flap out the wind. You live it.
I ain't gonna lie,
That's the difficult part about it, though, right? Because Ben, he do from jump, and he always like this motherfucker. He just dumbass or whatever. Like we ain't fucking with him, right? Candace, in a lot of most of her situations, she been in the same boat. Then sometimes she say some shit like,
"Damn, bitch, I'm on you. I'm with you. I hear what you saying."
Like,
and then
let me ignore this.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Like, did you watch the Breakfast Club shit?
Yeah. Let's get into that.
You watched the Breakfast Club shit. You with her because what's been doing?
My mom, she said this shit to this day. You can even learn something from a fool, right?
For sure.
So like.
That's why I'm not listening to a dumbass.
That's why I'm so curious, though.
I'm not listening to a dumbass.
She not a dumbass. That's
I didn't say that. But what she says, some dumbass shit.
Yeah.
She said some dumbass stuff.
She do.
And so now because I know you got that dumbass vein, I don't need to deal with you. I can cut that out of my life.
I don't know, dog.
Just because you all might tell me some good tidbits here and there, but I'm not searching for you. I don't need that in my life. I don't. It's just necessary.
And this might be too optimistic, but I know she has the capacity. I know she got it.
But it's too fucking late.
Because of that, I gotta see.
But see, it's too late. It's not about trying to.
I'm always gonna remember the dumb shit you said.
It's not about trying to flip her. It's about trying to manipulate her. Right? That's what it's about. You know, I don't need you to be on my team, but I can use you to get what I want to get done, right? Without having been on the same team with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What happened with Michael Jackson? Found guilty, he became black. What happened to OJ? He found guilty, he became black.
Without black, I'm always
all these. So every time they get in trouble, now all of a sudden you black again. Let them flap out in the wind. They don't.
That is what's happening, right?
They chose their lane.
That is what's happening.
Their lane to the point. Her and Carson, they chose their lane to the point.
So
they took themselves off the pedestal. I don't really deal with them at all.
But I still feel like there's something we can get from her, though. I know a lot of shit. And I don't want to get into percentages, but a lot of shit I don't agree with. But then sometimes I'm like, bitch, you should have been said that.
Look, a clock right twice a day.
Right. You sound like you know he was
sunshine on the dog's ass every once in a while. I'm still not going. I'm flapping the wind.
Sorry, DL was like. That nigga posted, he was like, so she know the lyrics to the Fresh Prince song and shit, so now y'all niggas fuck with it. Damn, don't say it like that.
It gotta be some credible shit.
Yeah, she didn't know the lyrics though, but
that pandering shit.
Yeah, that was pandering.
Yeah.
She said some legit shit on the Breakfast Club shit though. Which makes me believe she knows shit. Again, a lot of her rules might have been manipulated by
she got some money to say certain things, like
her brain.
She fundamentally didn't believe that. That's why she always kind of shifts back into this lane, right? Because that may be fundamentally where more she's kind of, but she got paid to present this viewpoint, right?
But then I also see what you're saying though. I think she's so motherfucking smart that she has gotten into an area where she's able to pander to us and we don't even realize it's pandering. Like she is like I'm not gonna say she's dumb. Like this bitch is really smart. Like she's really knowing how to shoot.
She just says dumb shit.
And I'm gonna tell you when my mind shifted a little bit. I saw her conversation with used to be the fucking attorney, not the attorney general, but the nigga who was about to run for president and shit. The intellect, our nigga.
Cornel West.
Yes. God damn, I couldn't think of that shit because we were drinking a whole lot. But her conversation with Cornel West, like, I understood, like, this bitch is really playing the game. Like, she know what's going on. She know it. So I can't, even though she playing the game, like, can't let her go. I gotta get a little bit of something from her.
I gotta let her go. I gotta let her go because she played that game and chose her lane. Live with it. You made your decision. Live with that shit. Don't be black now. Now that you fired and don't have your base, don't be black now.
But also, I'm just saying, I get that part. Like, don't try to play the black card now. But also, don't let her, don't lose that resource because we mad at her and shit.
I'm not black. I'm Candace.
You still
okay.
Just like, and I don't want to make the comparison by a long shot, but I will say it's kind of like Omarosa, right? It's like how we felt about Omarosa, and then when she got really into politics, like when her shit went bad, she started being black again. Like I get it, I get all that shit, but
she even chose John Coffey as her husband. She was trying to be that black.
There's a little bit of something. It's a little bit of something we can get out of her still. I'm just saying, just don't let her go to the wayside. Is all I'm saying.
Flapping the wind.
Watch the Breakfast Club interview and just see it change.
I have zero interest in hearing anything she has to say.
Yeah.
Because you chose your lane.
Yeah.
You chose your lane to the point that you made us look stupid.
Yeah.
You literally made us look. I'm cool with you having a different point of view. Yeah. Hell, like I said, I'm half conservative, half.
I was just gonna say, like to a degree, yeah.
But some of that shit's so far out left field,
it don't make
or
whatever. Yeah.
I can't help you. You chose you wanted the money. You made your money. Yeah. You done fucked it up.
For sure. And then I respect that interview just because I don't think nobody else but Charlamagne was gonna put her to the fire when the nigga said, "But you saw all that shit, but you got a white husband, so like, how this work?" Like he literally asked her that, and that's the question that niggas really. So, we're gonna move away from Kansas for a minute, for 2 seconds. Go ahead.
No. So the winner is too maybe more simple than we think, right? Because a lot of the shit she said is just inflammatory, right?
Yeah,
and just dangerous. So I don't want to get too militarizing and shit, but like, Sun Tzu, he was a great general, right? Great philosopher, all that shit. And sometimes he said, to defeat your enemy, you don't have to fight them. You just got to destroy their willingness to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, if she's not out there even spewing that dumb shit no more, like, that's a win. You know what I mean?
I got you.
So at the same time, it may not just be like, it's something to. It's definitely, a lot of credibility what the principal is saying about not engaging. Like, I get that part. You know what I mean? It's just the curiosity in me is just wants to know more about how that could be manipulated to our benefit. You know what I mean? That's all.
If they can manipulate it, we should be able to.
Anyway,
but shit, no, I was just gonna say, what the fuck was I about to say?
It's like you're gonna get away from Candace for a minute.
Yeah, but what was I about to say?
Too much. All is talking. Yeah, boy.
Too much foolproof. Damn, what was I about to say? I can't even remember now, nigga.
Anyway,
fuck it though. Yeah. Let's talk about something else.
I got a PSA real quick.
What's up?
Jake Paul.
Bro.
I know y'all didn't. I know you have seen.
What's the exhibition?
So you've seen what I've seen, what Anger Principal seen, what Q have seen. We've all seen Mike Tyson at damn near 58 years old. Look like he can still just
destroy.
Yeah, right. For sure.
Jake Paul. I know it's an exhibition. I know it might be scripted. Lose your life, bro. Stop, bro. You want to get paid? I feel you.
Roy Jones found out. Man. Roy Jones found out how serious he is with that exhibition. Exhibition?
Yeah, that nigga Mike, exhibition, okay.
Really? That's it. Let's go.
No, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not even taking that chance. You can sign whatever paperwork. You feel like everything, like, all right, this is just a show. But, like, it's Mike Tyson. That's like a wild card. You never know what mindset he gonna come out on. Like, and again, off camera or on some other shit, we was talking about the zoo commercial and shit and how seeing that shit flash you back to another dog, Mike might be in the ring, like it's an exhibition shit, but like one of these bros might take it in the stop him.
Trigger.
Bro, at 58, shoot this nigga, man. For this man.
You saw the videos with his training partner, the guy who helped him train. Every time he's looking like his head is kicking back, like, oh.
And here's the crazy part about that, right? So I was curious.
Sunshine, what up, though?
Nigga like me always want to go down the rabbit hole and shit.
For sure.
So I was curious about this nigga trainer. Mm-hmm. So, I went and looked at this shit and couldn't find out.
Oh, Tyson trainer.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of the best trainers, like, he trained all these MMA dudes. Like, Joe Rogan talked about the dude, like, hey, look, he's trained the best MMA fighters, like, ever and shit. And he's like, oh, shit. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, this nigga was like, Jake Paul, don't fight this nigga.
No. He talking about a nigga who, in real life,
make a better decision with your life.
In real life, like Mike had a lot of shit mentally going on when he was fighting for real. And I'm gonna be real with you. It looked like he in a space of clarity right now. Yeah. So like, I think that's worse.
That might be.
That's worse. He know what's up, nigga. I'm straight on that.
Focus on it.
Ball straight.
Yeah.
I'm hella straight. I mean, for the views and for the money, definitely. But like, it's a
nice payday, but if you can't talk straight in the rest of your life, it's not worth it.
Something can go wrong.
So I heard he's gonna be able to wear. I mean, even still, but I heard he's gonna be able to wear gear. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't mean sure. It's toxin in the body, nigga. Toxin in the body, nigga. That was just on the video game.
Body, yeah.
It was on the video game, nigga. Trigger your ribs.
I know you're trying to make a business decision, but let that one go. It's not even worth it. He's 60, but he about to keep.
So let me say this too, though. Would you really pass up on that opportunity, though?
Hell yeah.
It's a payday.
I would like
to be Jake Paul, though. Good situation.
I would like to be able to talk to him.
I don't know.
How you gonna live that down?
Jake Paul.
He's got to be what? Mid to late 20s?
And somebody 40 years your senior just whooped your ass and put you in the hospital.
But you also got to think, in our 20s, though, ain't nobody gonna tell you that a 50-year-old nigga gonna beat your ass. I don't give a fuck who he is. And the opportunity, however distant that opportunity is, that I fuck around and win. In my 20s, I feel like I'm probably gonna take that shit. So if I get my ass beat, it's like, it was Tyson, nigga, I got my ass beat. But if I win, nigga, you can't duplicate that.
Hey, just like,
if I lose, I'm supposed to lose.
He gonna lose.
Y'all ever seen that movie?
You already know you're gonna lose.
My man, like, he was gonna win this shit. Like, yeah, all right, my nigga. Like, okay, relax a little bit. That type shit, bro. I don't know. Hey, I think I would do that shit.
What they call it? Irrational confidence?
I think I would do that shit.
Irrational confidence? Okay.
That's what it is. In our 20s, we all had that.
Yeah.
We all had that in our 20s.
I'm not fighting Tyson.
And then also, you got to think.
I'll fight Buster Douglas.
You got to also.
I ain't fighting Tyson.
Hey, let's say this, though. So, I'm 44 now, right?
Yeah, all
Same thing.
Ass, nigga.
I honestly think if I came up against my 24-year-old self, I'll beat his ass.
Yeah. But your 24-year-old self would think that you would be all right.
I think it was tough, but like, I got a little bit more experience and shit. Yeah.
I'm just saying, though. I get it. I get both ends.
My 24-year-old self, we having a drink.
My 24, that nigga was angry. We fight on site because that nigga was angry.
24, I'm just.
Hey, check y'all. Look at that nigga back there. God damn.
He mellowed without a lot. That nigga. Shit. But that nigga. So, let me show you this. How did that nigga get, like, where did you come from? How he get popular?
Some YouTube shit.
That's how.
Some YouTube shit. And then he had a couple of exhibition fights in it.
Honestly, right? Don't he fight too?
Yeah, he got a brother who is an actual boxer, I believe.
Oh, he an actual boxer.
He an actual boxer. Like, he ain't no YouTube sensation nigga. Like, he a boxer. But on the low, the nigga decent, though. Like, he can fight. You know what I'm saying?
He can't fight Tyson.
See, that's another thing, too, though. At his age, you looking at video and shit, you probably don't know. Like, it's a difference, nigga. There's a difference from growing up, looking at this shit, than like a nigga looking at some old film. Like, for instance, I look at Ali shit, and I'm like, damn, he was cold, but like, niggas in the 60s, like, the 60s and 70s, like, nah, nigga, he the truth. I'm looking at film, I'm like, you straight? Like,
right now, like, we done with the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Niggas feel, yeah.
And so it might be on that shit. Like, to them, it's an ancient memory. Like, yeah, that's y'all hero, nigga. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was true until George Foreman beat up old boy. And then you realize, damn, Ali beat Foreman? Oh, fuck, he really was that truth.
Yeah, for sure.
He beat Foreman, too.
Right. And then Foreman beat, who did he beat? Andrew Tony?
Somebody.
No,
when he came back, when he was old,
he was old, like 50.
Yeah, what was the nigga name, man?
I can't even remember, low key.
Whoever it was.
But he came back when he was old.
Up on him, he knocked his ass. And you're like, dang, if he can beat this young dude, what was Ali like back in the day? Yeah. And that blew that whole argument up. Of eras.
I miss boxing though, man.
Like for real boxing.
Yeah, like for real boxing. Like
watch boxing in real life.
Look, man, like that shit used to be on ESPN every Saturday and shit. Like me and my old man used to watch. Like I like the missus watching boxing and shit.
When last time you like was seriously watching boxing? I think seriously, like for me,
I still
since Tyson.
It was still Tyson is
like I would
Michael Moore.
Michael Moore, okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna say Tyson for me. After that, I kind of lost the.
Tyson Lewis was the last time I really watched a fight.
Like I would go through, I watch Mayweather shit because like it's an event. But like, do I want to go see Mayweather fight? Not really. So I always wanted to see Tyson fight though.
And they don't really crazy heavyweights coming up now. You know, you the whole white boy that beat what you call it, but like. It's some real entertaining, some good young dudes coming up in some of the lighter weight classes. I know they ain't very popular. You gotta be a real true boxing fan to enjoy that shit. I'm gonna say that, but like to me, I know everybody into the MMA shit, but like I don't know, I can't get with that. I enjoy boxing, bro.
Yeah, I can't get into that shit, though.
I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, I think I prefer MMA over boxing because at least with MMA you can tap out.
Yeah.
Boxing, you just getting your head bashed. All I see is their brain rattling and So that's why I think I like. That's definitely why I like MMA better than boxing. Cause
I watch some of it, but like for the most part, I just can't really get into it. I don't know, man. It's just like all the hoes and the kicks and like. When I was in the Army, you know, we went through that shit. They taught us some of that shit. They called it combatives and shit. And they said that shit, but it's just like I was never really like into it, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that ain't never been my thing, though. So if you just now checking in, because I know we got a few people and a few new people checking in, dog. This is the BBW Happy Hour. So this is what happens after we go through all of our episodes of Beards Bourbon Whiskey podcast, and then we have a happy hour where we just talk shit about random things. And there are 6 bottles here.
That foolproof right there.
So just so that you understand,
for you.
As we're talking right now, some of the shit is probably true. A lot of it is probably slurred. I don't know. So thank you for hanging out. But make sure you do actually check out the real episodes every Wednesday. 7, is it 7? Yeah, 7 p.m.
Something like that.
On everybodylovesbbw.com, dog. Yeah, so every Wednesday, check out a new review session. This is the happy hour where we just drunk and talking shit. So, all right. So we what else going on, dog? Shit. Shout out to OU. Who they got next? I can't remember who the fuck it was.
Texas Tech or
It's a smaller school.
State. That's what.
There we go. Okay. What y'all thinking though?
It's
all right.
Michigan State lost.
Man, they lost.
They lost.
Damn.
To North Carolina. But Oakland actually got a decent chance.
Goalkeeper, whatever his name. He been averaging 10 points all season. All of a sudden, he got 10 threes on the teams all season. That's clutch, bro.
24-year-old. It pays to be a little old.
In that COVID year.
Right.
It pays to be a little old.
All right, real quick, hold on. Shout out to Derek checking in. Said Canelo, Charlo, Loma, Haney, boxing's good now.
Yes, sir.
But MMA is still better. MMA though.
D-Will?
No, this Derek Andrews.
Oh, man. I met Derek Andrews.
I'm Derek Andrews.
I'm sauce right now, so.
Sauce.
You know, listen, on the strip that, like, MMA is more popular. It might even be more visually entertaining and shit. It just, for me personally, I just appreciate boxing more. You know what I mean?
Strategy in science. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's strategy in MMA too. I don't want to shit on that. I guess it's strategy to that as well, but it just look like a brawl, nigga. Like, I'm just not as interested. Like, you know, and just even with boxing though, like, it just ain't been my thing literally since Tyson. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just ain't been my thing. Watching Tyson fight was just like, it was a spectacle.
Like, so here's my thing of why I don't like boxing. When Lennox Lewis, British boxer, used to say, "I'm a pugilist specialist." He used to always say that after every fight.
Okay.
Later on, once he got towards the end of his career, he said, "I'm a pugilist specialist." He can't say it anymore. He's brain dead, man. So I got a problem. That's where my problem is. I mean, pugilist specialist. You're like, dang, this bro can't talk anymore.
I guess no, he's stupid.
Brain was rattled that hard.
My problem with that would be, I guess, like, you know what you're signing up for. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know that could very well be a possibility.
For sure. Damn. Hey, speaking of which, though, and I think I ask this all the time, though, with the brain rattling and shit. Football shit, dog. I know I asked you this before. I think I remember you said you would do it again. But just looking back at literally the violence of football, dog, would you do that shit again?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
It's so like, and
I'm sorry, we just switch gears and we go, when we on football, you know where we're going to move to after this, but go ahead.
I'm about to say it too, so.
Yeah, because we're talking football.
And I played on the D-line, for sure. You know, some double teams and shit like that, get cut, all that.
Every play. Shit. Contact, nigga.
Feel like football is such a big part of my life, and it made me a part of like who I am, and like to deal with adversity and, you know, and toughness and like situations that where like, my nigga, you might not win, and you got to deal with that shit. You know what I mean?
True that.
So these situations have really prepared me for life. Now, as far as like the physical and things like that, yeah, it's okay. I don't think we knew then. Obviously, we didn't know then what we know now about what you know the long term effects it can have on like your mental and shit.
Hell yeah.
From that standpoint, maybe not, man. But like, I wouldn't change anything I did. Now, like kids and things like that, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
look, I hear you on that too. I'm glad that I did not let my son play football.
Yeah.
Now, granted, he big.
Yeah.
He could have been great. He could have been great.
For sure.
Because I went up and grabbed him the other day. And,
he a big motherfucker. Yeah, he not a little.
My job was to protect his brain. And that's all I was worried about. So even the competition and the chance to get out there and be part of a team, yeah, he missed out on that part. But at the same time, protect that brain. That was what I was worried about.
For me, it's just not like it has to be a totally different person.
Yeah.
Where I have in my life. So
with that, there's a lot of things I learned not from the game of football, but playing football with a team. Like, I know niggas say this shit all the time, and motherfuckers who never played football might not understand this, but literally, I feel like football is genuinely the only team sport where, like, nigga, you literally gotta do what you gotta do in order for me to do what I gotta do. Like, gotta be is moving parts.
Well, you really got, when you look at it on the football team, you got 88 starters, bro. Offense, defense, right? Special teams. You know, you put all those together, you really got 88 starters. You know, 88 positions, not necessarily 88 people, for the 88 positions, you got to make work in some type of harmony.
For
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at a greater capacity than the other team, obviously.
No doubt. Yeah, so I agree with that shit, but like on the physical standpoint of it, niggas' brains getting rattled and shit, like I ain't gonna lie. Again, like when we was playing though, exactly, and that's my thing. When we was playing, it's like I ain't gonna lie. For me, it was like this at least. I knew that these things were happening. I knew that niggas was getting fucked up. I knew that when we was playing, niggas was dying in practice and shit. I knew all this shit, but in my brain, it was always like, it'll never be me. It's these other niggas that shit happening to. It'll never be me. But like,
and that's in your college. I got concussion in the missed 2 games.
For sure.
And, niggas might be looking right now like, why this nigga got glasses on? Think he cool?
Yeah.
Like it's a good.
It's the shit fucked up.
Well, I don't know.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? But
like just the camaraderie I gained from that, like the lessons I learned from that. I hate to say it, like I don't regret it, but I ain't gonna tell you I'm gonna do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like when niggas talk about would you go back in time and do some shit again? Like my life was fun. Like we did a lot of shit, but in real life though, I wouldn't risk that shit again because some of that shit I might not make it out of. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of that,
yeah,
switch subjects.
Let's get to it.
Freak Nick.
Oh shit! I thought we was going to something else.
Freak Nick documentary just came out. My staff was like, "Hey, y'all gonna watch this?" I was like, "You might see me at the 20th minute or something like that. You see somebody in a red truck? That's me."
You stupid dog.
Man, when I say the most stupid,
shout out to the red
idiotic, dumbass fun that you could possibly have.
Nah, for sure.
Was Freak Nick.
And I sure hit I missed it for real, Freak Nick.
I hit it.
I was too young to get to the frill.
Now, I'm a little older, so I hit it in 92, 93, 94.
See, that's when it was slapping.
So that's when R. Kelly was out with 12 Play.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I missed Uncle Luke coming in. That was the year before I got there.
Okay.
2 years before I got there. So I missed that part.
Yeah.
But when I say some of the most fun that I've ever had in my life, it was just dumb.
Was crazy.
But safe.
Right.
There was no danger at that point.
At that point, it wasn't. You're right.
By the time I stopped going is when it got dangerous.
That's when it got crazy.
But just stupidity and just straight up, I'm 18, 19, 20, and I'm able to live my best life. That was Freak Nick. Real
fun. And what was fucked up to me, though, is like just not knowing the history. Like, I'm looking at the documentary, I'm like, nigga, 83?
Mm-hmm.
83? Right. The father was like an 82, 83. Like, nigga,
that's
thinking this was some 90s shit.
Right.
Shit started in the 80s.
But it was small then.
Yeah.
No one really knew about it. Then all of a sudden it starts to grow. And grow. Right. And it grew out of control.
It went out of control. And I ain't gonna, you know what? I ain't even gonna say, well, yeah, kind of out of control. Because in the later 90s, literally it was like niggas who wasn't even in school. So this wasn't even a spring break thing. This is like niggas not even in school. But like the 96 Olympics, though, it allowed Atlanta to see what kind of money they could really make. Mm-hmm. And then they was like, oh, we ain't fucking with this little shit.
Right, it's over.
So at first they was like, oh shit, those spring breakers coming down. We making it $20 million. The fucking Olympics come in, we make 80 billion or whatever they fucking made. They like, yeah, nigga, nah, we straight. We straight. So like for them it was cool because like even with the small mayhem that it was, they was making a few dollars. But then when they saw what they could make, they was like, oh shit.
Now, let me tell you.
Let me see down on Peachtree Avenue, Peachtree. You know how that shit go? Motherfucking square.
All I know is 90, 91, 92, 93.
Yeah.
I don't know how. I don't think I've ever seen anything that comes close to being that much fun.
Yeah.
Where you can be stupid, no cell phones,
no social media, nigga. Yes.
I can do what I do, have my fun, act like an idiot.
Yes.
Not hurt anybody, not get in trouble, not get arrested.
Legit fun.
Dap up the cops while I'm going by. And everything was cool. That's about it. I don't think there'll ever be another instance where you get that many people just unregulated, just having fun.
So y'all niggas was like, what, 25 years?
Nah. He might have been.
I was 18, 19, 20.
So I didn't make it until, what the fuck did we go? Like 98? That shit was dead then. Like, Like it was happening, but like it was dead. Like we went down there and we literally like nigga everything like they showed in the documentary, all the exits blocked off, nigga. Like we was literally going in a circle. The streets crowded as fuck. You can't move. Like we was literally just walking up the cars and shit. It's fun, but it wasn't nothing like the shit I had seen on video. You know, like damn, that niggas getting it in. It wasn't like that for sure. But shout out to y'all know who y'all is. You know what I'm saying? We had some fun down there this show. But I also want to look at while we on Freak League, I want to look at the bigger picture of that though, right? Like before the Olympics and shit, right? They really was like they had billboards up like, welcoming spring breakers and shit to Freak League and shit. Like they was welcoming because it was making money. So I say all that to say it's like, dog, when niggas put shit in motion, like we changed the whole curve on everything, dog. We talking about Freak League, but that shit really changed the economics of Atlanta at that point until they saw that the billions from the Olympics. Right. But like before that, like a couple of niggas, like you gotta look at it at this scope. A couple of niggas couldn't afford to go home from spring break, and they decided to hang out during spring break in Atlanta, and that's how that shit started. And that's how I did it. And look what it turned into.
That's how I wound up in Atlanta.
Because you couldn't get to the crib.
I couldn't go home.
That's fucking crazy.
I could drive an hour and a half away and be
with your people, having a fucking ball. And it changed the economy. It changed like the culture. Like just like some niggas couldn't go to the crib. Like and what I feel like niggas need to understand when I say niggas, I mean black people when I say niggas. Like sometimes I say niggas in general, but this time when I say niggas, I'm talking about black people. You really got to start looking at the impact that we have on the trends, like whatever's happening economically, fucking anything. Like nigga, we really do run the trend. I don't think we understand that. So sometimes we run the trend for the bad shit, but like just know that we have that power. And what are we ever going to understand that?
I don't know, but before Freaky became rapey. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because niggas was going crazy though. Like I stupid shit.
Before that, it was just okay. We're gonna dance on each other. Then it became I'm gonna rip your clothes off. Nah, that's you taking it a little too far.
And I'm sorry, I'm not laughing at that because I know that some women experienced that. But I'm just saying that's crazy.
It was.
Motherfuckers is getting raped, nigga.
It was.
That's wild as hell. You niggas is out of control. I think it's safe to say this. And even if it ain't safe, I'm gonna say it because I've had a lot to drink. For every female that was raped, there was about 20 of them that would have fucked you for free. All right, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, so let's just move on. So I want to get back to football. Now I thought we were to, but that's true. I don't want to read that. I don't want to read that part. I want to say that.
Where's Cam Sutton at?
That's where it's going to go. And I thought that's where he was going.
I had to get that freaking out.
That's where he was going.
It was like,
where's this Cam Sutton?
Before somebody says something.
Out of control. Okay.
Where's Cam Sutton at?
Where is he though?
I don't know.
No.
So off camera, they turned up next door, though. But we was talking about off camera, though, and
I've only seen him for like 3 weeks now.
Right, and I don't want to laugh when I say this, dog, but like, what if that nigga dead, bro?
He's a dead out of the country. Nobody? Like in 2024 with cameras and social media and everything is everything.
That's your cameras.
See you nowhere.
This nigga ain't use the ATM.
And the payment being sued.
And he pulling a Ray Caruth right now.
Yeah.
He was in the trunk.
Shit. It's impossible, nigga. Like,
but I was talking about it with my son this morning. He was asking, well, damn, how you gonna mess up your money choking somebody? I was like, you gotta realize a lot of these football players, they amped up and just you always on 10. And it's hard to bring that stuff down unless you've been trained on how to bring it down and relax. And maybe he's just one of them people that's always on 10.
And I even
nobody will make you more upset than your woman.
Dog, that's facts.
Nobody will get under your skin than your woman. And you almost see that woman as that combatant you see on the football field. You don't know how to differentiate because you've been brainwashed into going 10 when you're on the football field. Now, if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're right, but in defense, I'm just gonna say that's not just held to football players. No matter what money, what position, whatever you got at risk, at some point, you're a man and it's a woman. Some shit can go wrong.
But nobody will bring you to emotions, whether good or bad. You can be as happy as you can be you can be as low as you can be. And normally the most is that woman that's in your life. And I agree. Hate to say that.
I agree. You gotta know how to.
His trigger. You gotta be able to turn that off. You gotta be able to differentiate. If he's not one of them dudes that know how to do that, you get these situations.
And there's a lot of mothers too. But here's the thing that those dudes gotta realize. And like, I know they've been told this, and they gotta practice this shit, right? Like, yeah, like you said, they always on 10. They've been trained, really trained to be aggressive, to attack, and I get that, right? But now there's also resources in place to try to harness that shit.
I'm struggling. I got it. Yeah, I was struggling. I ain't gonna lie.
Like I said, you got resources in place now to harness that shit. Or at least to make people aware of what the fuck's going on. Maybe they can get you the proper help you need and shit, right? So a lot of players don't take advantage of that shit until they are made to take advantage of that shit. Because niggas think like I'm good. I control my grown man and shit, right?
You can control it till you can't.
All my thing is like you may have to go a step further when you're in that situation, right? You're a professional athlete, you make a lot of money, you taking care of your family, your people, and things like that. To continue that going, you may have to do some shit you don't want to do, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
It's a situation you got to realize you're in when you are a professional athlete making that type of money, or a celebrity, or whatever the fuck else it is. Or for that matter, somebody working out, 40 hours a week and shit, right? Son has to
a livelihood.
Right?
Facts. I agree with that shit. And then at the end of the day, I think this is something we talked about last night. We was at the cigar bar. I feel like a lot of times, I know we say this and I think it's understated. A lot of times niggas just ain't got the right motherfuckers around you, dog. Somebody need to tell you like, bro, what the fuck is you doing?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got so many niggas that's just like they on your team for the wrong reasons. They just kind of like, shit, he just doing what he do. Like, no, nigga. Somebody should have been like, dog, why aren't you beating this bitch up, bro? Like, what's wrong with you?
And some niggas need just to have better taste than women.
That's true. Let's start there. That's some accountability like the choose like this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's no, right. No, I can't.
Because we can be quick to talk about how a woman making all these bad decisions. You niggas out here making bad decisions.
I think I got to get around. She got to ask a little bit less, but she seen her together and shit, right? Like sacrifice me a little
Thinking with the wrong head. That's all.
For sure. No, that's what I'm talking right there. Good though. Well, we only gave two scenarios, right? So either he did, so I'm hoping that he out the country, nigga, because I
think he in the closet or the trunk. One of these.
So, because I also look at this because he like this, right? But I don't condone him doing anything he did. I hope he got the country because I just don't hope that they did. So I'm not sure
because I don't want the nigga to be dead. But because he absent, it's really making it look like damn, you really did some shit to him.
But also look how fast the Lions drop. Lions don't drop anybody.
You right?
They dropped him like a bad habit.
I mean,
fast.
I think, yeah.
I don't want to give it up.
It's more of a business decision, right? Because you look at it now, in the off season, you got certain dates to make certain roster moves and shit, right? So, you get to that point like, hey, what we think.
So he just did this shit at the right time?
All right.
Jacked up.
Right. They're just going to take that kid, And some of that might get relieved if he go on the commissioner's exempt list and all that type shit, but I don't know if all that's going to
happen. Shonda checking in, what up, though, Shonda? Hey, my nigga man checking in, what up, man? Man.
Jalen Green from the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, Green.
Gets old girl pregnant. She 40. He 22.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, anybody around him to say, stop, don't, wrap it up, nothing?
I mean, that's a little different, though. Right.
I mean,
She that's her age. He willing to do that. He willing like he ain't take the pussy. So like I'm not about to tell you
take it, but
I'm not about to tell you
that's
like
a 10-year bill.
as long as you ain't taking it, you ain't beat it up.
I can't really tell you like
And I ain't beat it up. I mean, like,
but I want you to listen to that. Like,
but nobody told the brother, hey man, she just trying to get you for your money.
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I mean,
You should have people in the corner telling him that shit. Yeah, but
so why is it that these dudes don't have, or why is it that the people around them don't have enough balls to actually say, hey, you messing up?
I ain't gonna lie to you though, too. There's also something else in play. Nigga might have told him that and he ain't give a fuck. You say that shit to me all the time. Like nigga, I offer you all kind of motherfucking advice. You don't do it.
You don't do it. Okay.
So it could be. Yeah. Cause like with shit like that, it's like you know, kind of whatever. But like shit, like shit like that, then that's different, nigga.
Right.
It's just different.
I don't know. I just
Yeah.
if I saw my son about to get taken advantage of, or somebody that I know about to get taken advantage of in that way, I'm gonna speak up and say something. And I'm gonna
Jordan
knock it into your head.
like Jordan said,
yeah, I'm gonna step in and say something at least.
yeah.
I just a lot of these cats, these dudes be hangers on and shit, you know,
Nah, for sure.
trying to get what they can out of it.
She fine, man. She on the gram.
Yeah.
She trying to take your money.
Yeah, for sure.
She's on the gram for a reason. Okay.
Rita checking in. What up, though, Rita? No, that's
I just
that's
got a problem with it, man. Just
got a problem with it.
just the pure, just to me, it feels like somebody was definitely hunting you.
Yeah.
And taking advantage of it.
But Joe Biden say they out here.
They out here.
Out there. What do they call them? Professional shooters, nigga. Yeah. Shit, they out here. You right. That's what happened to my man's and shit. What's the name? The young nigga shit. The bitch was putting all his business on Twitter and shit. Zion.
Like, let's say we in Vegas. But I'm the rapper, the football player, whoever, right?
Okay.
And y'all niggas sue me about to leave the casino or the club or whatever. With somebody y'all know I ain't got no business. Like, y'all know what she up to, right? Y'all trying to convince me otherwise. Come on, man. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas go gamble, nigga. Come on.
Hey,
I'm busy, nigga.
But rest assured, whether you take our advice or not, we gonna say something. You ain't got that. Right. You ain't got that.
That's what I want. Do they have
to make it to the city at the end of the day? Right, cuz you know what's you cool with it? All right, cuz.
Right.
I can't do something.
That's an 18-year bill.
Yeah.
Because you wanted something that's on the grain. I don't understand it.
Or might love it for real. No, but I'm saying niggas what can you do with it?
What can you do? Yeah. They don't listen. They don't listen, that's it. They just do what they do.
Speaking from experience, just
ain't nothing worse than the military groupies. Let me tell you, military groupies is wild, bro. Like, they'll ask you about your benefits and not even be ashamed about it.
Damn. Where they try to see what
problem? Try to care you got.
Damn.
Spending the rent, you know. So you about
that's why I'm
I get tears to this shit.
The worst shit though, they're like kind of funny. You know, you've been in another country or some shit, and like they understand rank and all that shit when that shit look like right, you know, and you'll get a dad, father, trying to set his daughter up and shit. Yeah, and like he understand it, like because he know, like he get it. Like,
damn, he's straight selling up.
Yeah, like this is a conduit, a key to a better life for my whole family. You know,
damn, that's crazy.
That shit is wild, bro. Like,
that shit wild as hell. There's levels to all this shit. I guess.
This is wild.
Damn, we're talking about a lot of shit today.
If I ever see like broad shoulder, motherfucker shows my gun one day, I'm not even arguing this shit. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, right. Yeah. All right,
it's nice to finally meet you.
Yeah. I don't even about this shit. Like, I'm glad we finally meet each other.
Because in my head, I'm trying to envision an Asian motherfucking bow, like.
Again, that's also good. So I'm in it.
Right. Yeah, what's going on around this motherfucker, dog? Or is we done? I'm saying right now. Nigga, I'm drunk. Anything else going on now we want to touch on before we get out of here? I don't know. I think we hit every motherfucker.
We got fired.
I saw that. So last night we having a conversation with a nigga who's close to some Michigan alum and shit, and they saying that like he got fired, but also it was somebody they was trying to put into position anyway. What you think about that? A white dude and shit. You think that could be a possibility? Absolutely. I mean, they had a couple of bold seasons, and one other season they said was the worst ever. So are we saying that he unjustly got put out, or like is that kind of standard? Or because other white coaches get so many chances?
Right. He had 3 winning seasons out of 5.
Yep. One horrible one and one questionable.
I don't want to make it racial, but I got no choice.
Yeah.
If he was a different color, he gets 2 more years.
Think so?
Because he is who he is. Mm-hmm. He's linked to the Fab Five.
So say that. So what about that?
I think
because he's black.
I think it's a little bit of it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Because shit fell down quick. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he still deserved a chance to come up out of it.
Yeah.
They didn't give him a chance. So that's what I'm a little disappointed about.
Mm-hmm. So
you want Michigan men? You always talk about Michigan men. Yeah. You got a Michigan man who really is a Michigan man.
It might be more detrimental than being black, though.
I thought it was nothing but a good thing for Michigan to make sure that the Fab Five is around them. It literally changed basketball.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
It literally changed basketball. I mean, 92, I'm sitting down in rural Alabama, and everybody stopped what they were doing to go watch a Michigan game.
Yeah,
watch Fab Five.
Freshman, nigga, like that
was a serious thing right there.
That was serious, yeah. Nah,
changed everything. Mm-hmm. So I think it's better for the brand that you had the Fab Five involved in it. But I think they just kind of didn't give him the 2 years that he needed.
I think both things can be true. Like, so first of all, I'm gonna say this: like, a lot of white coaches, especially in college football, you start really to see it turn a little bit in college basketball, but especially college football. A lot of those white coaches get recycled when they get chance after chance after chance after chance, right?
That's for sure.
I will say this: I ain't gonna say no names or whatnot, but I am close to a couple people in the Michigan athletic department, and yeah, I do believe a white coach would have got some more opportunities. But I think some of it too is dependent on some of the things that he may have done as head coach that may not have been the most, I'm just gonna say, professional things. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know what's true, what's not.
It's a question about shit.
No accusation or nothing like that. But usually where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? So
some other shit.
There's any fireable offenses that specifically, here's a smoking gun. This is why, right? But all that other shit doesn't help when you already having the worst season ever in basketball. Right. So into it yet, right? Yeah. When you're just looking, that's what it is. You got a lot of shit going on, right? It's a bad season. Right.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this.
I can feel you.
Harbaugh, 8 years to fuck up.
Absolutely.
Until he finally started getting together.
That's not it.
They gave Juwan Howard 5.
So let me go back to that though. When you say fuck up, do you mean losing to Ohio State because he was still winning?
He was winning, but losing still. It wasn't like he had one loss every year. He was winning. He had a winning record. He still lost 2-3 games a year. And Michigan standards, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And they gave you 8 years to go fuck up.
Again, I think both things. I think it's both, really. I think race obviously plays into it.
The true test is gonna be how long my man's last, though. The Michigan coach now.
Oh, but
and give him a fair shot, and that's some hard shit.
It's hard to prove that he can do it.
Hell yeah.
I better go off of that though. He's already got. I hope he understands he's already got the deck stacked against him, right? For one, Jim Harbaugh raided that staff. He took so many of those coaches to the NFL, right?
Yeah.
And like and recruits from that, obviously, right?
Sure.
So
because nobody ever recruited them niggas there, so they like, nigga, we ain't coming.
Right. And I think he did a good job for the time he had to replace that staff.
Mm-hmm.
But then he's already got one strike against him because one of the coaches he's hired just had to resign because that nigga got arrested for drunk driving. First time, this is his third time now. Right?
Damn.
Once as a player and once as a coach, and now, so he had to resign. He had the position for 2 weeks, right? So you got to be careful, man, because they will hold that shit against a black coach. Well, look at the hires you made, right?
The hires.
So you didn't treat your people better and this type shit, right?
And it's a legitimate question.
It is for them to get rid of somebody without it having to do with anything with race, even though we know it does.
So, damn, that shit got deep right quick, dude.
I'm hoping. Don't necessarily think he's going to beat Ohio State only because Ohio State brought everybody back. Paid them millions to stay. If they do beat him, my man, he earned himself an extra couple of years.
But dog, look at that
leeway.
The first black head coach at Michigan ever, nigga.
Football, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Look at 2024, nigga. That's wow.
That's the brand.
But then they don't necessarily turn over very often.
That's true too, though.
They don't have a lot. They don't have high turnover.
20 years.
They there. Once they're there, they're there.
And that's another stigma the basketball coach has on, right? You can go back in Michigan history, Bo Schembechler is a legend there, right? Despite all the shit he may have done,
may not have done,
right?
Right.
But he's a legend there, and he's on record for saying the basketball coach should never make more than the football coach in Michigan.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's another shit that shouldn't factor into all this, this coach, he gets this year's, that year's, he gets paid this, he gets paid that, but it does, because I think it was a legend there.
Right.
For sure. Hell nah. Damn, we talk, let me see, is it something else before we get up out of here and shit? Cause I done got real saucy.
Pistons moving to Vegas?
Them niggas are not going to Vegas.
Let me ask you this. Why is everybody going to Shannon Sharp's show now to air all the dirty laundry?
He the hotness.
I mean, everybody going on there just spilling everything.
Yeah.
They say 2024 the year of truth.
That's what he started it off, but everybody going to do the same thing.
That shit off. Lil Red was just on that bitch last and shit.
He was like
Godfrey.
So Lil Red didn't really air nobody out, and she was just kind of. His shit was, in comparison to everybody else, like airing niggas out. Like his shit was kind of.
That nigga head was sweet as fuck though.
Lil Red though. So let me ask you this though, because he said some shit obviously about Corey Holcomb. So I gotta talk about Corey Holcomb, dog. Think about Corey Holcomb. Sometimes feel like, damn, you just a hating ass nigga. And then sometimes be like, damn, he might be on point. I don't know.
Okay, he more on point than Faison. Faison just hate on everybody. That's right. Sometimes he's a great comic actor.
That's what I'm saying.
And stand up, okay.
That's what I'm saying. So I hear it. But with Corey, what y'all think about?
I like Corey. I really like.
I'm telling you, when I was in Colorado, dog, I stumbled upon fucking 5150 show, dog, and from that point, I've been a Corey Holcomb fan. But then sometimes it's just like, bro, fucking relax, nigga. What's your problem for real? Like, goddamn, like you just everybody. But then I look at the industry and I'll be like, damn, probably everybody. Probably everybody, right? So I don't know.
I've never had a problem with what Corey Holcomb said.
Yeah,
because he is bringing out perspective that a lot of us think that way anyway. So
sometimes I think over the top.
But a lot of times he be right on point.
And he obviously just don't give a fuck about what he say, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? And I think that shit with fucking, what's that nigga name? I was about to call him Ashley Larry and shit. What's Donnell Rollins and shit? I think that shit was just kind of. Donnell Rollins probably really had a problem, but also it was kind of in tandem with his special being released type shit. Like, I don't know what was going on there. But like some of the shit though, I think Corey really in one of those spots where he has a following. Like he got a cult like following. So he kind of like, because of that, he like, I don't give a fuck what I say because even if a nigga cancel me, I got my gang and shit. Like my gang is good. Like we good off rip. So I think that's why he say some of the shit that he say. But like some shit just be a lot. Nigga like, goddamn.
But like Mike Epps had an interview on All Smoke.
Okay.
He was saying that.
Oh damn, he was on it. I ain't seen that one.
It was actually a really good one because he said he retaped it because he didn't get to say everything he wanted to really say. He talked about how being a real one cost him a lot of money. He needs to. He had to change his mind because he's in his 50s now. He doesn't have to do that anymore. Whereas Corey Holcomb, like, I'm just gonna be a real one no matter what.
All the way through.
Screw the money. I'm not worried about it. I want the freedom more than I want the money.
And I agree with that.
So that's kind of where he coming from.
That nigga be a lot sometimes though.
Yeah. It's funny though.
It is. Like I still watch that shit. I still watch 5150.
I think that's the problem, man. Where you know how I feel about celebrities and all that shit.
Yeah, I know.
But that's the thing. That's why I don't think you should put faith in them, right? Because typically, them motherfuckers, they're not making choices for the good of black people everywhere. They're making choices for them.
For sure. Nah, I dig that. Right. Every time we talk about celebrities, that nigga like that.
Whatever. It's about the brand. That's all it is.
So they got platforms where they can, bring awareness to shit and do that and blah blah blah. Like, I understand all that good shit, but it's just some people live and die by it. Oh, he said this. They did this. Oh my God. Blah, blah. So the fuck what?
Like some niggas literally do live off of that though. Like that's not a thing for me. Like some of this shit, like I find interesting, but like I'm not gonna build my life off of what these niggas saying. And some niggas is really like that though. And I don't know if that was happening before social media, so I'm not even gonna blame it on that. But it did amplify it though. It definitely amplified it though. I'm trying to think of something else. I think that's it.
I think we done, yo.
Yeah. I'm done. Yeah.
Respect.
I ain't done speaking, but I'm done. So yeah, that's it. We're about to get up off this motherfucker up. Thank everybody for checking out this month's happy hour. Again, you see all the bottles here. So you know you got 6 new episodes coming up starting this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Everybody loves BBW.com. Make sure you check out those. We're actually reviewing whiskey. That's what this show is about, right? But when we do the happy hour, this is after we've recorded and we just talk some random shit about some random topics. So
happiness in a bottle.
No, for sure. And when I tell you this foolproof, 125 proof, it's talking shit to me right now.
Yeah, think about it. Foolproof.
Right.
One thing.
All of this shit, dog.
But big shout out to Still Austin.
And Whiskey Lero.
The fact that they, one, they sent it to us, and two, it was good.
For sure. So yeah, we were sponsored this bottle. So if you are a distiller or you own any kind of liquor brand, or not liquor, just bourbon and whiskey brand, we definitely will accept a gift or a token of your appreciation by reviewing a bottle of your spirits, dog. So shout out to Whiskey Lero for the Still Austin joint right here. It was fire, and I'm glad it was fire because I would sure hate to talk shit about it because it was, it was gifted to us, but it was good.
Well,
so
we are honest.
We are honest. And that episode will actually be the first one airing this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Everybody Loves BBW.com.
Good.
Good, my nigga. We out of here, dog. Thank everybody for checking us out. My nigga G checking in. I thought you were supposed to be here with us. Like, I don't know. This nigga commenting on Facebook, though, so he ain't here for real. G said, how was the ghost toast? That was the
$15 bottle.
Yeah, $15 bottle. Yeah, that shit was straight though, for sure. Especially for the 15. That shit was love for sure. That's it. We out here, man. Make sure you check all the fucking past episodes. Damn, I'm lit.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Hey, y'all go give a shout out to Whiskey Lero, E-L, whiskey spelled like W-H-I-S-K-I. Lero, L-E-R-O, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Check it out.
I appreciate that.
Good looking out.
Appreciate that shit, dog. We about here, man. Check out all the replays, like, share, subscribe, all that goofy shit, dog. We about this thing. You already know what it is, man. Everybody loves BBW. That's Beards Bourbon Whiskey, the podcast, man. We about this thing. Got my man Angry Principal in the building.
Drink what you like, how you like.
Got my man Bo holding it down.
I say.
And of course, man, it's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live 248205, man. Peace out, y'all. Raw. Lit, nigga. It's time to get out.